Welcome, beautiful Libra, to another love reading. In today's reading, we're going to look into the feelings. In this connection, we're going to look into your feelings and also how the person you are dealing with is feeling. So let's start with the first topic, and the first topic is how you feel about the connection. What's going on? So when I'm looking at the cards, I had a feeling like you feel emotionally very strong in this connection. You believe that you can actually handle the things in this connection in a mature way. You feel very patient is what I'm getting. You feel very patient even when maybe sometimes the things are not super clear. You still feel patient. You don't want drama is when I'm looking at the cards. You want to feel calm. You want to feel control. And you're also feeling very emotionally available. You feel very attractive. You feel very warm. I feel like you feel very good, very open. You want to give in this connection a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of nurturing, a lot of understanding. What I'm also getting, you also feel like you are probably the stable one or the grown one as well. Another message what is also coming, maybe you think that maybe your energy can change the whole situation because you really feel good in your energy is what I'm getting. You feel maybe also a little bit like capable that you can actually influence the outcome of this connection, and you probably also believe that the communication can actually fix the things between you two. But also maybe you are kind of very much aware of the power you have in this connection or over this person as well. You want to create something meaningful is what I'm getting. You don't want to force things. You also want things naturally grow, naturally bloom and move forward is what I'm getting, because you believe actually that it has a potential, this relationship, and you feel very confident in your word. I feel like you feel very, very nice. You feel emotionally strong. You don't feel desperate in this connection. You believe that the effort matters, that the intention actually in connection matters. You feel like, okay, if I'm going to stay calm, if I'm going to stay loving, it can actually work. This is basically how you feel. You feel very good about this connection. I have the feeling like you feel good about yourself, and that's kind of like reflecting also in this connection. But let's see how they actually feel about the connection. And we have a very interesting card because I don't think like they feel maybe a little bit mentally overwhelmed. They're kind of like jumping to conclusion. Their mind or their thoughts are all the time racing. They are not calm in their mind. They're like things going on all the time in their mind. They feel maybe a little bit emotionally insecure. They feel left out. They feel that they are not good enough, this person you are dealing with. They maybe also feel rejected when maybe they're even not rejected, but they feel rejected. They are feeling like left out. They are afraid that they're going to be abandoned, like left out basically emotionally, and they feel like they're kind of like losing something, that they're leaving something behind. And I don't feel like the person you are kind of like dealing with, they don't feel emotionally safe at the moment. They are kind of like pulling back instead of maybe talking directly with you, and they feel dissatisfied currently. They feel very emotionally numb. They don't know what they want anymore, even is the message. Like they like always push and pull. One moment they're very intense, the next day they are silent. This kind of energy what I'm getting. They are also very tired emotionally. They feel very misunderstood as well. They don't see the offer in front of them. They're always focusing on what is kind of like missing. So they are overthinking a lot. This person you are dealing with, they overthink a lot. They are kind of reacting all the time instead of reflecting about thinking what is going on. They are all the time reacting. They feel very empty, but they don't say it, is what I'm getting. They're kind of avoiding responsibility at the moment. Let's see the real truth. What is kind of like going on really in this connection? And again, we have very interesting cards. So I had a feeling like in this pile I only have the swords, and the swords are talking about mental things. So I had a feeling like the connection has turned into like a mental battlefield or something. The words hurt more than the action. Someone is protecting themselves with the logic. in this connection, and conversations currently when I'm getting are feeling very cold, very like tense as well, the conversations, or both of you even maybe feel like you need to win something. There is power struggles, another thing that is coming. Ego is blocking emotions. Someone feel very mentally exhausted. Maybe also someone is afraid of repeating some kind of disappointments from the past. The truth has been damaged. The pain is there. Silence is there. One person is feeling very much betrayed in this connection. Deeply hurt is what I'm getting. Like this connection reach like a breaking point, basically. I'm sorry for saying this, but this is what the cards are kind of like suggesting. Like if you are going to continue in the same pattern, this connection is going to actually cause more pain. So be also aware. And I'm saying also kind of these negative things, so you are going to be aware of them, and then you can actually change it. So that's why I'm also always trying to say the negative things as well, so you're going to be actually aware, and the situation cannot continue like this, and something must be reborn. It can be pattern. You need to be like so honest, brutally honest with each other. What do you want? And I had a feeling like when I'm looking at the cards, like the love is not enough in this connection, and this communication style you are currently having, it can actually cause a lot of damage for you, for both of you, and someone is feeling very mentally defeated, and either the whole dynamic of the situation must change or it must end, basically. So basically, what is the main issue? What is the core problem in this relationship, in this connection? When I'm looking at the cards, the core problem is basically, I'm going to put them all together, is that you are kind of very strong, very confident, but they are mentally, there is like a mental chaos, if I can say it in this way. You're all the time trying to heal, but they are kind of defending themselves and they're withdrawing. So I feel like it's creating a lot of imbalances. So also stop carrying the emotions alone. Don't over nurture someone who is avoiding responsibility, and speak clearly, okay? Don't be soft. Speak clearly about what you want. Be honest, and you don't need to prove your value, because you know how valuable you are, so you don't prove your value. And I feel like you're very mentally, emotionally strong, but they are mentally overwhelmed. They are very insecure, and the connection needs a radical shift or closure. I'm so sorry for saying this, but really it needs to completely change the dynamic, or you need to move forward, because I have a feeling like your self-respect actually matter more than the potential of this relationship. So definitely this very, very painful, I know, but it's also the clarity you actually, some of you needed to hear. So yeah, my beautiful Libra, thank you so much for listening. And if you would like to get a personal reading, link is in the description down below where you can book your reading, because this is of course general and collective reading, so please only take what is feeling right for you, what is resonating, what is not resonating, just leave it behind. So thank you so much again. Until next time, see you.